Thank you for clicking on my video. My name is Victor. Give me a flake man here on YouTube, and I teach Japanese lessons. One of the biggest challenges that we learners of the Japanese language is training our ears to hear Japanese news. Japanese news is a great source of vocabulary and information, and something that is just tough. It's just really hard to hear. Now, what I did the other day was I made a blog. I embedded a news video in a blog, and I typed out the transcript and the vocabulary and sent it out to a few friends who, some of them are very advanced, very advanced, and some of them are elementary learners, and they all were like very positive about the blog. So I thought I would like to try bringing it to you, first in video form, and then by asking you that if you like this idea, I can do this occasionally and put the the hard-hitting news. I honestly wanted to put it on Maggie Sensei, but it doesn't really fit because Maggie Sensei is a positive, happy site. So I'm going to avoid putting it there, but I will put it, if you like this style, we'll figure out a place to put it. Maybe Give Me a Break Man. We'll start up a blog on that site, which right now is just basically a link page, right? GiveMeABreakman.com. MaggieSensei.com, yeah, it's kind of too, stuff like this, hard-hitting news is a little bit too negative for that channel. But we will, if you like this style, we may consider adding a video page of embedded videos with transcripts and vocabulary to Maggie Sensei's, more positive stories, so you can get listening practice there. Anyway, this is the first test run, so to speak. So appreciate any feedback that you can give me on this video. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask you to, right here, I'm going to put an annotation, and if you can click on that and pause the video and click on this and go watch that video and then come back. Okay, now I'm going to assume you did what I told you to because I am your sensei here. And I'm going to go through the vocabulary first, and I'm just going to give you a very cold list of vocabulary words. I'm going to pronounce it for you. After that, you should probably go and watch the video again. So I'll give you another opportunity to pause. Okay, let's do the vocabulary first, and I'll scroll it across the screen slowly. Hopefully that will work. Ready? Okay, first of all, we have Ibaraki Ken. Ibaraki Ken, which is Ibaraki Prefecture. Then we have Kendou. Kendou Prefectural Road. Josei, which is woman.血を流す, to bleed. Taoreru, to fall. And to fall in Japanese, often the word taoreru often means you're sick, like taoreta. It's, I got sick. So when you hear that, you might think, oh, someone fell, but actually it means they actually got sick. In this case, however, a body has fallen, so it is physical. Mitsukeru is to find. Mitsukeru. Mamonaku. You'll hear this often on the trains, and that means soon. Mamonaku. Soon afterwards, also in this case. Shibou suru is the more formal way of saying shinu, which is to die. Shinu is more colloquial or conversational. Not colloquial, conversational. Shibou suru is to die. Keisatsu is the police. And there are other words for police, but we'll just say keisatsu is fine. Okay, hikinige. Hikinige is the hit and run in Japan. Kind of unfortunately, I seem to hear a lot of these. Seems like these happen all the time. Hikinige, and then jiken is incident. So there you go. Hikinige, jiken, hit and run incident. Toshite is as. Okay. Sousa suru is to investigate. Sousa suru. Gozen, AM, as in AM, PM. Gozen. And gogo would be PM. Gogo, gozen. Ichiji is 1 o'clock, of course. Ichiji, niji, sanji, etc. Goro is about. Goro. I think it's also the name of a SMAP member, but anyway. The next one, I did not know this word. Ryuugasakishi. Ryugasaki City. Ryugasaki City, and the ga there, you see that katakana there, is often used in some city names in between. Instead of using a kanji, they use this, which is kind of interesting, I think. You see that quite a bit. So when you see that, it's a good hint that it's a city. And of course, you should know that last kanji, shi, because that's definitely city. So, kuruma means car. Unten suru, drive. Adding suru to the noun here makes it a verb. Dansei man or gentleman. Shado, shado is car. You'll notice that sha is the kanji for car, but in this case we're using the onyomi, sha. Shado, not kuruma-do, not kuruma-michi, but shado. Josei again, I have that in there twice. Okay, okay. Aomuke, aomuke ni is lying on one's back like this. Aomuke ni. Taoreru, taoreru is what we just said before. Taoru, which is fall. Taoreru is fallen. Let's see. Inshokuten. Inshokuten is an eating and drinking establishment. Eating and drinking establishment. Jugyoin. Jugyoin. Jugyoin is a worker, an employee, and that's formal. We usually just say, what do you say? Hataraiteru hito, a person who works there. Tenin, clerk or something, staff. It depends on the situation, I guess. Let's see. Kihara Miyuki is the unfortunate woman's name in this case. It's just the name, the proper noun. Byoin. 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 Byoin is hospital. Be careful because there's another word that goes byoin, which is hairdresser. So be careful of the pronunciation. Byoin. Hakobareru is to be taken or to be moved. Hakobareru. Hakobareru. Monono is the thing done, the thing that has been done. Zenshin is the whole body. Tsuyoi is strong. Tsuyoku is the adverb, strong or hard or strongly. Utsu. Utsu is hit. Utsu. In this case, the car hit the woman. Utsu. Gemba. Oh, I didn't put the katakana here. Gemba is at the scene. Gen is present. Ba is place. Present place, right? Toryo is paint or paint job. Ochiru is to fall. To fall. Ochiru, fall. Koto is the thing or fact. And nado is etc. Now, and sometimes you hear nado, etc., etc. Right? Kara is from. Okay. Now I'm going to read. Now you should pause the video one time and go and watch the video. Pause this video and go watch that video one time. Click the link here. Now that you're back, I'm going to read the transcript slowly, and hopefully this will help you hear it. Hearing is very tough. You really have to do this hundreds of times. I'm not kidding. And you'll never feel that you've advanced for weeks, but eventually you'll be watching something, or you'll hear something, you'll be able to hear it. You'll be like, oh my God, I understood. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to read it to you slowly. Ready? Ibaraki Ken no Kendou de josei ga chi o nagashite taorete no ga mitsukari, josei ga mamonaku shibou shimashita. Keisatsu wa hikinige jiken toshite sousa shite imasu. Gozen 1時頃、龍ヶ崎市の県道で車を運転していた男性が車道に女性が仰向けに倒れているのを見つけました。女性は龍ヶ崎市内の飲食店従業員桐原美幸さんで病院に運ばれたものの全身を強く打っていて間もなく死亡しました。現場には車の塗料が落ちていたことなどから警察はひき逃げ事件として捜査しています。Okay, ひき逃げ実験として捜査しています。Okay. And I'll just give you the rough translation, of course. In Ibaraki Ken, I'll give you the literal translation word for word. Ibaraki Ken, in Ibaraki Ken, on a Ken road, on a prefectural road, a woman, a bleeding woman was found. A fallen bleeding woman was found. A josei woman, right? A woman was bleeding and fallen. Noga mitsukari, was she was found. Josei ga mamonaku, the woman soon afterwards, shibou shimashita, died. Keisatsu wa, the police, hikinige jiken, hit and run incident, toshite, as, sousa shitemasu, investigating. So the police are investigating the incident as a hit and run incident. The police are investigating this as a hit and run incident. Gozen 1時頃, 1 a.m., Ryuugasaki no Kendou de, in Ryuugasaki City on a prefectural road, 車を運転していた男性が a gentleman driving a car on a prefectural road in Ryuugasaki City at about 1 a.m. 車道に女性が仰向きに倒れているのを見つけました。見つけました found a fallen woman face up in a car lane. 車道に in a car lane. 女性は留学先内 is inside the city. So 女性は留学先内の飲食店従業員 The woman worked at a eating and drinking establishment inside Ryugasaki City. Ryugasaki City, sorry, not Ryugasaki City. Kihara Miyuki is her name. Kihara Miyuki さんで病院に運ばれたものの、the woman was taken to the hospital. Miyuki Kirihara was carried to the hospital. Her whole body was hit. Zenshin wo tsuyoku uteite. Her whole body was hit. Mamonaku shibou shimashita. And soon afterwards, she died. Uteita. Did I say uchiteita? I think I said, I don't know if I pronounced that right the first time. It's uteite. Anyway, her whole body was hit hard and she soon afterwards died. 現場には車の塗料が落ちてきた Oh, this is what I think. Yeah, that was fine. At the scene of the crime, car paint was fallen car paint. There was fallen car paint. And the police are pursuing this or investigating this as a hit and run incident is repeated. 警察はひき逃げ事件として捜査してます Okay, so that's the whole thing. You should go and watch that video literally 10 times until, especially, well, depending on your level, whatever. Watch it as many times as necessary and try to get that listening in because it's really hard. There's nothing I can tell you about listening except you've just got to put the time in or you're never going to get it. Some of you it'll come easier than others. But don't give up. It will come. There will be a day when you will watch a news story and you'll say, hey, I kind of know what's happening. All right. So good luck, everyone. Thanks for watching and let me know what you think about this video and whether you think you would benefit from actually having a blog dedicated to providing transcripts. Or if you guys know of anyone who does this already, why not? I'll be free. I'll be happy to point you in that direction too. You can give me the links and I'll add them in the sidebar. So if anybody, check the sidebar. Come back to this video later and check the sidebar in a day. Maybe we'll see if someone has updated or given us a page that does something like this. Okay, I don't want to make a video every time for a news clip because it takes a lot of time and it's probably easier to just provide you an embedded video on a site somewhere and then having the transcript and the vocabulary below it or vocabulary and transcript below it. So anyway, again, this is a test, so I appreciate your feedback. Thanks for watching and talk to you soon.